Hello, hello, hello. I promise I'm going to try to keep this video short, but I do tend to ramble, especially when it's something that I'm really excited about. But, anyways, I'm Adriana. I've been a licensed realtor in Arizona for 6 years now. Some of you probably already know me. You're probably seeing this on my Facebook page. Anyways, long story short, I was pulling comps on the Alta Vista edition this morning. Why was I doing that? I was practicing because I've been working in Phoenix and Maricopa and Santan and up there and in Mesa. And anyways, in the valley, it's so easy to pull comps because the subdivisions are very similar and they have tons and tons of houses in the same subdivision. But in Tucson, in the central area, comps are a little bit more complicated for me because sometimes there's not enough homes in the same subdivision, so I have to go out of the same subdivision. But anyways, I was just practicing. I was just trying to see how many homes are in the Alta Vista edition and practicing for that. And I came across this really, 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 really cute house. I think it's going to sell pretty fast. It's only been in the market for 6 days. But the reason why I think it's going to sell pretty fast is because it has tons and tons and tons of potential. If a regular buyer doesn't buy it, an investor is going to buy it and sell it to you, flip it, sell it to you, or rent it out, or rent it out to U of A students. I don't know. I was just looking for U of A homes. But anyways, obviously I was looking at pictures because that's what I do. It's my job. I look at houses and pictures all day. But I thought it was really cute because the listing agent called out a tortoise. I don't know. Ignore my accent. Tortoise habitat. And I got really excited because I have a turtle. He's not a tortoise. He's a water turtle. His name is Donatello. I'd show him to you, but he doesn't want to get on his rock, and I don't want him to bite me. But anyways, I got really excited when I saw this. I didn't even know that you can get a certified habitat, and I just thought it was so cute that his name is Homeboy. Hey, Homeboy. Maybe that's not even his name. Maybe that's just what the real estate agent is calling him. Anyways, long story short, I'm not. I'm just gonna go through a couple of pictures in this house because I thought it was really cute. The listing agent is Richard M. Kenny. He's with Long Realty. I'm not the listing agent. I was just looking through homes. I'm not taking credit for any of these pictures. They're all MLS property. You can probably find this house on Zillow. I'm not even going to give you the address. Maybe you can see it while you're looking through my screen. But anyways, um, I was looking through Alta Vista. The reason why I love this house is because I always look for potential, right? Sometimes the family grows. Sometimes you want to move to a bigger house. Sometimes that's not possible, but sometimes you just may have the money to expand on your property. I'm not saying that you can do this on this property, okay? I have not looked at the zoning. I have not looked at easements. I have not looked at setbacks. I have not pulled all of that information. I have not created property verifications for this house. However, based on my experience, usually when you have a property, and if you look at the map, okay, so right now you're going to see the map. You can see the lot right here. You can see the neighbor's lot right there. This is the carport. I'm going to see if I can get a little bit closer. Nope, I can't get closer. But anyways, when you have a property like this, unless this is grandfathered in or anything changed on the setbacks or this was done a million years ago, usually you can try to do the same thing, and you can use your neighbor's house as an example. Okay, so when I look at the satellite, you still have a plenty of space for room for expansion right there. I would hate to cut the trees, but I mean, you could always do that. You could always move the carport to add additional parking. um, another This is one of the main reasons why I like this house. Not only is there room for growth, it's already a decent size, but the elementary, Sam Hughes Elementary School, is right here. So you don't have any neighbors in front except for the school. But here's a little buffer zone, courtyard area. You don't hear them all day. But if I was a mother, I would love to just walk my child to the front. And I would just love it. God forbid there was a shooting or there was a bomb threat or whatever it was. I mean, there's been so many things going on in schools lately that I would just love it if I could just run over and find my child and take them to safety. But that's just me. I know a lot of people wouldn't like to live around schools. I think it would be awesome. I know that as a child I would have loved to live close by the school. So that's another one of the reasons. So once I start looking through the photos, Another reason why I love this house is because of the porch. I love it when it has little porches where you can set a table, just watch your dog. In my case, watch my dog mark territory all over the place, or your children play in the front yard. I love that it's paved, that it has a paved sidewalk. A lot of times when you put your trash cans in the back, there's no sidewalk. You have to pull it through the gravel or whatever it may be. And I'm not quite sure, but there could be, you could split the house and, do an Airbnb and whatnot. And also, this house has a carport, which is pretty nice. They're actually using it as a little lounge area. Okay, so it has a carport. All of this is paved. That tends to be pretty expensive, but this is the area where I'm telling you that you could actually expand the house on. Obviously, you would need to create a foundation, pull permits, and do all that good stuff, but it is a possibility. Okay, just expand your mind. Think like an investor. Think years and years ahead. This doesn't have to get done now. And the house is cute. It's in great shape. So I'm gonna go back to the pictures and tell you what I would do if I was an investor on this property, and what I would do if I was flipping it. Okay. But anyway, so we got the school in the front, and then we have this long. So in my mind, I'm thinking open concept, right? It's almost there. Ask a contractor. Okay, don't automatically assume that these are things that you can do. I would always ask a contractor, but based on my experience, this is something that you can open up, right? You can open up. You might have to put a beam depending on whether or not these walls are load bearing. I don't think they are. It seems like a pretty small room. And then there's another. I mean, I would have to look at the roof, but anyways, I think that this is something that you can remove, or you can square off the arches just to make it a little bit more modern. You could add tons of character to this fireplace. Additionally, this built-in shelving is awesome. There's a little, say, stained glass window that gives it a lot of character. I don't know what I would do with it. I might remove it. I might not. But check out this kitchen. Oh my God, there's so many possibilities. I can imagine so many things. You can either paint the cabinets or tear them out, add new countertops. I think that I would remove all of the upper cabinets, and especially these little old details. I would remove the backsplash and do something new. But if you notice, even here in the dining area, there's a little extension of the cabinetry. I may do some open shelving. And if you notice right here, like I said, I would probably not just knock this down. If space allowed for it, maybe do a tiny peninsula, or maybe not. I guess that would depend on how much space there really is. Pictures are very deceiving. Sometimes the kitchen looks really large, and it's not really that large. But anyways, you can see the little dining area, breakfast nook area. There's so many things that you can do in this area. That kitchen as well. So that, I think there's a lot of possibilities. This is a fantastic private family room. There's so many cool things in this house. The bedrooms are smaller, but there's a lot that you can do. You can do the IKEA closets nowadays. You don't have to keep the built-ins, and you can actually do a lot of open shelving that would make it look awesome. You don't have to have an enormous king-size bed in every room. Bathrooms, this is one of the areas where a lot of people like to do their own thing. Obviously, I would rip this out and do a brand spanking new bathroom. I just saw one of the other flips that has a waterfall edge that is being sold for $689,900, and it looks renovated, but it also has areas that don't look completely done. Anyways, I think it'll sell. I haven't seen how many days it's been in the market, but I think this is a fantastic house. Here's another little bathroom that could have so many things done to it to make it feel larger. It's just I just think it's a fabulous house. I would love to get my hands on it. But that's just me. It also has a deck, but in my mind, I would get a roof inspection, and I would get a contractor, and I would see what the condition of the roof is in, because it is a pretty old house. And not only that, but how many people can you actually get up there? I don't know if it's even safe. But anyways, they're advertising that, and the pretty cool yard, Homeboy. Um, and that's pretty much it. So I was pulling comps on this. I'm going to pull comps really quick just to show you what I was looking at and why I think that it is a good price. If you notice, the price per square foot on this house is 264. The asking price per square foot is 264.30. You could make an offer for a little bit less, but I wouldn't necessarily do that because it is very competitive out there here, especially here in Tucson, in that neighborhood as well. So the average days on the market is 47 for a house to sell in that neighborhood. Okay, so if you notice, there's different prices per square foot for sold homes. Okay, an investor would usually take the lowest price per square foot to make their offer. Please, 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 guys, you are not an investor unless this is a legitimate flip where you need to get the cash out of it, the capital gains out of it. Please don't waste an agent's time trying to lowball with the lowest price possible. I mean, be a little bit more generous, because more than likely you're going to go through a couple of disappointments. The median price per square foot sold is 422, high is 509. The lowest is 324. So we're somewhere in the area. We are actually between median and low. Actually, we're actually average and low. Okay, so I think it's a good price for the property. I think that if you added a little bit more square footage, you can actually get a little bit more value out of that house. And if you did the renovations, you can actually get a little bit more value out of the house, because if you were thinking like an investor, and you see right here, made a low offer, 157, and sold at 334, that's gold. Okay, don't try to. Not everybody can flip, guys. Just because you know how to set tile or pour concrete or be a framer or anything like that, or maybe because we're realtors, it doesn't mean that everybody can flip a house. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of components to a flip. I used to work for a property flipper. I used to work for an interior designer, and there's a lot of moving components, from the investor to the property guidelines to your goals to what you want to accomplish. Long story short, don't pay attention to these comps, because if you wanted me to pull comps for your house, it might be a completely different story. Okay, this is not the way that I pull comps on a regular basis. I actually stick close to the same square footage, similar square footage, and a similar age, and all of that jazz. And I actually go through a lot of the pictures so I can make adjustments on countertops or any renovations and all that good jazz. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed my video. I do tend to ramble, so I apologize about that. If you have any questions about real estate, if you need me to pull comps for you, please don't hesitate to ask. My information is down below. Please share, please like, please comment. This would help me out a lot when it comes to my marketing strategies. I already mentioned I've been a licensed real estate agent for 6 years in Arizona, and I had been working down in Phoenix in the Valley, and now I'm back in Tucson, so I need to get started again. But anyways, I do have experience under my belt. Subscribe, hit like, peace out. Bye.